Hey y'all, it's Diamond Kendall and welcome to my channel.
Top with the loose talk, that's how bitches get dog walk. They find out who they fucking with and try to call the beef off. I finish bitches off, have your body outlined in chalk. I was trying to small talk, you bitches is cotton soft. The Molly made niggas thought on the block, 6 o'clock, you know we all got chops. Free rock, my big brother always kept him a Glock.
Okay y'all, so right now we are about to go to the hair store to get a different dye because I got a darker dye than I want, and I don't want this color. This is hot pink, and I want like a really light pink or whatever. So that's what we're about to do. We're gonna do I guess the water challenge or the dye water challenge method or something like that. Yeah, so don't mind my hair because I just took it out the ponytail and kind of looks rough, but yeah, that's what we're gonna do. You guys, so I got everything. Got my dye, I got my combs, I got my gloves because I heard they do stay in your nails and your fingers and stuff like that. I got my bundle and I got my pot. Now with the pot, I'm not gonna boil it anywhere. I'm just gonna put some hot water because boiling your hair is gonna give it heat damage, and we're not trying to have that. So all right, let me set up the camera. Let's get to it. Okay, so right now I'm just unpacking all the bundles or whatever, and if you're interested in this hair, I'll put it in the description, and I do have a video out right now on the review. This is called the Sapphire Hair from AliExpress, and if you're interested, again, click the description and there'll be a link of the hair. Now right now I'm trying to, I guess, unravel the hair, and it wouldn't let me because it was this yarn or whatever it is, and it was hard. So yeah, this is how the hair looks. And right now we're just gonna go ahead and unravel all the hair or whatever, because while you're dyeing the hair, you don't want to keep it in the bundle because it wouldn't get the top where the tracks is at. So you're gonna unravel all your hair so you make sure that every part of your hair is dyed correctly. Okay, so right now I'm applying the dye to the water, but as you can see, I'm only putting about like half of it to see where that lands me, if that's even enough, but you're gonna see that you're gonna need more. So yeah, I'm mixing it up. Yeah, so make sure you're mixing it really well or whatever. You don't want darker spots on your hair because that's what it will cause if you do not. So right now I'm putting on my gloves. Make sure you put on your gloves too, because this does stain your hands or whatever, and especially if you have a dark color that you are doing. So make sure you do that. So right now I'm just mixing a little bit more, and I'm going to apply a little bit more of the dye to get it to where the color I want my hair to be. And yeah, I'm using the Kiss Color Pink Pastel and the Adore 81 Hot Pink dye. You should find it in your local hair store. So right now I'm just testing the hair, or trying to test the hair, but for some reason, as y'all can see, it was just not taking the color. So I applied more dye to see if it will work that way. Okay, so I rinsed the hair a little bit just to see if it'll work if it was wet, and still with me testing it, it was just not taking the color. Like, as you can see, like, it kind of looks pink or whatever, but once like you rinse it off, it was just running out the hair, so it was just not working. So I decided to add just the whole thing basically to see if that will work. But basically, as I was watching other YouTube videos or whatever, they actually had left the hair in a little bit longer, but I just decided not to do that because I didn't want my hair dark, because the longer you keep it in, the darker it is. but still it just was not taking the color. Like it was just sliding right out, and I didn't know basically what to do. I was starting to get discouraged, y'all. So I don't know. Okay, so one tip, y'all, do not do what I just did and put the dye in the water while the hair is inside of there. It can mess up your closure or your frontal and cause darker spots on your hair, which you do not want that. But luckily that did not happen to me. So yeah, especially when you're working with darker colors, do not do what I just did. But yeah, my sis had mentioned that I should try and use a little bit of the Adore coloring. So that's what I did. And y'all can see as soon as I put that in, the color started popping on the hair. So y'all, so for now on, I'll probably be just going with the Adore coloring. But I mean, if you have a good experience with the Kiss color, hey. And again, I did not use the whole bottle or even half of the Adore Hot Pink. So just please remember, if you want this color, you do not need that much. But if you want a hot pink, just work your way with the dye. Basically, these are the two I use. So yeah, I'm gonna dip in my other bundle. And make sure you put all the hair in together, because you could create an ombre color with not doing that. And right here, I'm just combing my hair basically. Comb. Just make sure that you do comb it as you go, because it could cause knots, and we do not want that. So yeah, as y'all can see, the color is starting to come out good. And I'm straight. And just to give y'all a close up, I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all that I dipped the hair in as a whole or whatever. Like I said, make sure you hurry up and put all your hair in together, because it would not be the same shade if you basically put it in slow, I guess. So right now I'm just putting it in, dipping it out, putting it in, dipping it out, because if you leave it in there, the longer you leave it in there, the darker it gets. And I do not want it to be dark. I actually wanted it lighter than this, but that is okay. And right now I'm basically just combing the hair. Make sure that you comb as you go, because you want to make sure that you get every blonde piece of hair, or even try to get every blonde piece of hair or whatever. So I'm just opening the bundle, combing it out, making sure that I get all the hair basically. And as you can see, I'm opening the bundle inside the water to make sure I do that too. And this is how the hair is looking. I am so excited to experience this and to get this installed into my hair. So you guys, you can see that there's a few strands that's kind of lighter than a whole. I don't mind. I feel like it's just gonna look like a highlight color, I guess. But if you do mind, I would keep it in the water a little longer, or try to put each little part in the water to try to make it even. I don't know why my sister felt like it would be okay to put her nail in my camera, but yeah. But noted that when it dried, it did kind of even out. So I feel like there would be no worries or whatever. If you dry it and you still don't like it, you can always go back and try it again. But yeah, this is how the hair looks. So basically, I rinsed everything off already, but I'm going ahead and rinsing it off again. I'm sorry I didn't show you that, but I'm basically combing out everything, making sure there's no knots, because once it's dry, it's kind of hard to get out the knots. So make sure you comb out your hair and you rinse it off like I'm doing right now. And y'all can see how cute this color came out. I'm so happy and pleased with it. Whatever. It wasn't a color that I really intended on having, but it'll do. So yeah. Okay, so this is my little niece, and she is so cute. But I just wanted to mention that when you rinse your hair, please, please, please run cold water on it. Don't use hot water. I feel that when you use cold water, your hair does not bleed. So just make sure that you run cold water instead of hot water to rinse your hair. And yeah, this is how the hair looks. So cute. Okay, you guys, so this is how the hair looks, and this is the closure. There's nothing wrong with the lace. Didn't dye it or nothing, so yeah, it's perfectly fine. And right here, I'm just rinsing out the lace and everything. Okay, so I did re-dip the closure because I thought that it was a little bit lighter than the bundles, and now I made it a little more darker than the bundles, but that's okay. It'll all like blend together. But if you have a wig, it would be way better because everything is even. But if you really don't mind like me, you'll be just fine with separate bundles. So yeah. But yeah, if you want everything the same color and even, it's better to have a wig or even dip your bundles together, not at one. But it is kind of more pricey to do all of them at once. So, yeah. Okay, so this is how the bundles and the closure turned out, and I'm pretty pleased and satisfied with it. I used a half of Adora Hot Pink and 2 bottles of Kiss Color Pink Pastel. And just in case y'all couldn't find it at your local hair store, I'll put it in the description. And yeah, so this is how the hair looks when it's dry. And I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If y'all want to see me get it installed and how it turns out, just stay tuned for my next video because I will be recording that, and hopefully y'all like it because I love the color. Okay, thank you for watching my video. Y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe, and come on my supporters, and as I become yours. Peace.
Get your head knocked, blowing on this cookie called rotary stock. Bitch, you was a crumb, I went 1,000 to none. Something in that water got the little bitch